Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've seen a couple of the other videos, if not, welcome. I'm Scott. We're going to be doing a beach trip in a couple of days, actually going to Fraser Island. So I thought, soon as I've got to do it, I may as well show you guys. And it's probably not something that most of you don't already know, but you know, if you're new to the four-wheel drive scene, then I'll show you what I do before I'm heading away for any trip, but particularly a beach trip, just where there's the salt water and the sand involved. So I normally start with a general look over. So just like you would with any trip, I mean, you can obviously check your fluids, your oil, your brake fluid, power steering fluid, your coolant. If you've got an auto, then check your transmission fluid. Make sure your air filter and all that stuff is all in good nick. I actually just did a service on this, so I know everything's smick. Other things you want to look at are brakes and wheel bearings, and you know, just have a general look over the whole vehicle, all your bushings, things like that, which I've gotten underneath and had a look. I just did wheel bearings and brakes on this as well, so I know they're good. I just checked the tensions yesterday, everything's still happy. As far as things you're going to take, you know, if you've seen previous videos, you probably know that I've already got all my recovery gear and pump and stuff like that. It's always in the car. So in this bag here I've got a brand new snatch strap. It's not been used, with a snatch block and some shackles. I've got some spare parts in here, tensioner, pulley, bearing, hose clamps for radiator and also for the intercooler and turbo side of things. There's lots of bolts and nuts and bits and pieces in there. The air pump. This box gets thrown in just for trips, and beach trips no different. It's hard on the vehicle. Fraser Island, just to get to Fraser Island barge from where I live is 3 hours, so you know it's a fair drive already. And then there's going to be a few hours of driving on the sand, so there's half a bottle of oil, so there's 5-6 litres of oil in there. Degreaser, electrical cleaner, lanolin, water, grease, brake fluid, got MAF sensor cleaner. Actually thrown in 2 of my old snatch straps, which I wouldn't use for any serious recoveries, but anytime I'm going somewhere where there's going to be a fair amount of other four-wheel drives, possibly people that aren't as well set up as myself, I'd rather use my old gear on their vehicle if they don't have their own. Don't really want to use a brand new snatch strap on somebody else's car if I can avoid it. The old 50mm ball comes off and the McHitch goes on for the camper. And underneath, the main reason I thought I'd share this video is this stuff, Lanolin. Use what you like. I didn't always use Lanolin. You know, back in the early days of me four-wheel driving, I did what most people did back then and mixed up diesel and oil and sprayed it all underneath my car, which worked great, but we all know better than that now. Shouldn't be doing that. It's not good for anybody. It's not good for the environment. This stuff here is pretty safe. You can use it on pretty much any part of your vehicle. It's not going to eat your seals. It's not going to eat any of your bushings or brake lines or deteriorate anything like that. It is semi-sticky, but it's not like fish oil that will set and then you've got 5 years of bugs and dust and crap sticking to it. When you get back from your trip, it's quite easy to get under with a gurney and gurney all this off, and you're back to square one again. I used the inox Lanolin because it has a better stream. So for getting into your chassis rails and stuff like that, you can see it comes out like a hornet spray rather than a fly spray, if that makes sense. So you can get right into all your little openings and crevices and just drown absolutely everything. I've already gotten under this car and done the majority of it, so it's already pretty well greased under there, and take my word for it, it works. I've had this vehicle 11 years. It's done a hell of a lot of trips on the beach, and you don't always have an opportunity to clean it as soon as you get back, or you might be on the beach and then you're traveling to a next destination, and you know that salt and sand has to sit there for a few days, maybe even a week or two. This vehicle, it's done 400,000 Ks. It's got no rust. You have a look under this thing and it is completely 100% rust free. There's no rust on any components, there's no rust in the body, and it's thanks to this stuff. I put it on before I leave for a beach trip, and I clean it off when I get home and I reapply it. It just keeps everything happy. Same goes for the trailer. I've done under here as well. So absolutely everything under here, I mean, it's all metal, it's all going to corrode if you don't look after it. Even though it's got good paint under it, you still want to make sure you've got something oily. And in my opinion, that any type of lanolin is fine, but that Lanox brand just has the better stream, more powerful stream. It gets out, it gets absolutely everywhere. And it's going to save your vehicle, it's going to save your trailer, even your camp chairs or whatever else you want to spray on it. The only other thing I've done is I actually purchased another 2 recovery tracks. Figured seeing as I'm going to be on the beach for a few days and I'm actually towing the camper trailer. It's the first time taking this camper on the beach, and it's the heaviest trailer I've ever towed on the sand. And as far as I've heard, Fraser's pretty ordinary at the moment with the weather we've been having, so the sand's really chopped up and soft. So the extra 2 tracks aren't going to go astray. And of course the big rod holder. I made that one up. It clears me bonnet, keeps the rods up out of my view, and it's just a single pin, holds it onto the bar. Works really well. More videos on Fraser to come. I'm going to try and get some footage of the vehicle hitting inskip point. Be interesting for me as well as you guys to see how it goes towing this lump across the soft sand. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos so far. I'm very new to this. The channel's what, 7 weeks old now. I'm learning as I fly. This is actually the first video using a GoPro rather than my phone. I hope it improves the quality a little bit, but obviously I'm going to have to get used to using this now as well. If you are enjoying, hit the like button, consider subscribing. I'd like to keep going with this, and comment below, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. I'd like to know. Thanks for watching.